2, 1.
Hi, my name is Tig, aka Tigger, and we are making ketogenic pancakes today. The ingredients I have here is flax meal, almond meal or flour, baking powder, baking soda, our erythritol stevia mix, which is 4 times sweetness Truvia. This is our electrolyte salts. It's just not in the salt container. Eggs, coconut oil, almond milk, and vanilla extract. And as for our utensils that we'll need, we have teaspoon measure, tablespoon, half cup, and a whisk. So I always start with my dry ingredients first. So I will start with the flax meal, and it's going to be half a cup. And then we have our ingredients lined up in the order that we're going to use them, with dry coming first. And then I'm going to put 2.5 cups almond flour. Is that 2 cups? That was 2 cups, I think. Lost count there. This is a half cup measure. And we'll just get a little bit more because that was not quite full. Alright. Now you want 1 teaspoon baking powder and 1 teaspoon baking soda. Baking soda. Right, and so the recipe calls for 4 tablespoons of your sweetener, which in our case is a 4 times sweetness Truvia. I don't like it quite as sweet as Mickey does, the founder of the recipe, so I'm going to go with 3 tablespoons. And then 1 teaspoon of the electrolyte salt. Right, and that's all our dry ingredients. So I got 1 tablespoon vanilla extract. Which this is a lot of pancakes. A little goes a long way. Almond milk, 2 cups. And this recipe can be made with coconut flour and substitute for the almond flour. But we find that the almond flour tastes better, but it's not far off. But coconut flour is cheaper. And then I'm going to do 8 eggs. So first I'm going to microwave my coconut oil so that it's fully liquid. That's not very full. 30 seconds should do fine. And make sure you got all the seal off of the container if you're going to put it in there, because it will start buzzing and doing weird shit, but not on the microwave.
Yeah, it's aluminum top on the inside of the lead when you first get it.
If you get some shells, who cares? Good protein.
Calcium.
I don't know. I was just making a joke there.
Yes. Yeah, some crunchy bits. Yeah, who cares? So yeah, you could make this half quantity, quarter quantity, whatever makes sense. The thing is that when you make these things, like when Tig makes them, he's thinking in terms of when he comes back in the house later, he's got a perfect snack food. Go to the fridge, get it out, give it a moment in the microwave, and throw in some syrup, and you're good to go. Yep, that is 0 carbohydrate, maple syrup, whatever. Yeah, it's a little artificial, but the point is, if you're eating a really healthy diet, you know, who cares? So, what, you finding the crunchy bits, are you?
I'm trying to take this shell out of here. It does not want to be captured.
They don't like being captured. They just slide away from your fingers.
Did I get it? No, it
Doesn't matter.
It's fine. I'll dig it out later.
If you want to avoid that kind of thing, break them into a bowl, take the bits out, then pour the whole bowl in.
And if you're lazy, you can just do it like me.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to whisk it up before I put the coconut oil in there, because the coconut oil will need to be stirred up quickly with a lot of attention so it doesn't solidify and become just a layer on top. Because everything in the bowl is cold right now, so it will freeze the coconut oil very quickly or solidify.
How much coconut oil do you put in?
I'm going to put in half a cup.
Right. So if you use flaxseed is loaded with omega-3s as well as, well, it's high fat because very high omega-3. Anti-inflammatory fat. Very good one to get enough of. Then there's almonds loaded with fat, coconut oil loaded with fat. There's some protein from the nuts as well, and the almond milk is just about straight fat as well. So this is a very ketogenic or ketone-inducing diet food.
Just want to make sure all the egg yolks are broken and there's not globs of almond flour in there, which I just found one.
Looks like there's a bit, you might have to get a spatula under the edges. Yeah, I see that you're moving it around off the corners now. I would point out, Tigger was never a cook before he started on the Mount Olympus lifestyle. This has been an experience for him in getting really competent in the kitchen and being able to feed himself. He used to be Subway's best customer, but not anymore, huh?
So we're looking just about good enough for me. I'm gonna get the coconut oil out of the microwave. It's completely liquid. And we are putting half a cup. We're gonna hurry up and stir it around.
Yeah, get it in quickly, it'll emulsify completely into the mixture.
I'm running on 3 pans here. I'm gonna turn them all on about medium low. Just because I don't want to wait too long for my pancakes once I get the ball rolling. Not for the whole batch at least. And so I'm just paying attention to see if I can see the oil floating around the sides or on top there. It doesn't look like it is, which is a good sign for our mixing. Alright, I'd say that's about good. I think most people are familiar with this part. Keep in mind, the thicker the pancake is, the longer it's going to take. I try not to get too crazy. Let it spread for the most part on its own rather than fill the pan. And that's ketogenic pancakes.
Do that again. It's like, sorry. Yeah, that's great, Tig. So, now, how long are you going to leave them to cook for?
I don't pay a whole lot of attention to them. I'll leave it on there for about a minute and then scoop up the side with the spatula and kind of gauge whether I think it's going to separate if I pick up a portion of it. But ultimately, I'm going to get all the way under it and flip it when I get confident.
That's all right. I will just hang in there and keep filming until such time as you're ready to do that, because then people get a good idea of how long it actually takes, how long to leave it on the stove, how much heat to give it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And these are all on a
They're
pretty
all on
low heat.
Medium low.
Yeah. And that's good, because when it comes to cooking almonds, you don't want to burn polyunsaturated oils that you find in flaxseed or almonds or anything, if you can avoid it. Polyunsaturated oils do not do well in a high heat environment. So these are not sort of really browned up pancakes as such, yeah?
Now keep in mind that I just turned the burner on not long ago, so the next pancakes, they'll already be jumping into the fire and they'll be quicker. But you can see a little texture change on top of the pancake when it's ready. But we're not quite there. And this is what happens when you pour too close to the edge.
Yep. Well, from scratch, it's taken about 15 minutes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, which is, and you've got enough pancake mix there to make enough pancake.
I could probably make 8 to 10 pancakes this size with this recipe.
Yeah.
And then I made some yesterday. I put them in the fridge. Ate some more this morning. Still taste great.
Yeah, they do. I just ate some of your pancakes a little while
We have
back.
a recipe, coconut butter, I think it's called. Is that right?
Yeah.
Where you mix coconut oil and butter half and half. You could just use that on top of your pancakes. That tastes great. And then this syrup right here is 8 grams sugars, 7 grams sugar alcohols. So it's highly ketogenic and it tastes just like syrup.
Well, yeah, very low carbohydrate.
Yes.
Because it doesn't have any fat in it.
No,
right?
it's
But
just
it doesn't have any sugar either. So it's just basically flavoring, sweetened with sugar alcohols, which, yeah, they're natural, compared to the purely chemical sweeteners, saccharin, etc., that we find out there, Splenda. Yeah. So, well, that's pretty good too. I'm going to pause this now, or stop this now, and I'm going to pick it back up when you cook the next batch of pancakes.
okay.